Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. Homology. Just because something looks similar doesn't mean it came from the same lineage. Let's take a look at that, because I'm going to say that is the biggest proof to common people, including myself, that would show evolution is true, which I don't believe, but I'm saying at times when I did, maybe when I was much younger, that that evolution is true, and that creation narrative as it's seen in Genesis 1 and 2 is in fact incorrect. So check out our other videos. Thanks for being here today. So homology, this means similar features. Do they come from a similar place? Now we would know as Christians, yes, of course, they came from God. Secondly, we would say this, we would say God created certain things. If it worked for one species, it would work for yet another species. And probably the biggest example from an evolutionary standpoint is going to be opposable thumbs, but we may get into that. And I think I made a short on that one time with some of the great pamphlets from the Creation Science Museum UK. So let's use Dr. Molenpaul kind of as a starting point in this subject of homology. It's got a picture of a young boy next to an orangutan, you know. So why do evolutionists like to point out similarities between man and animals? So this is comparative anatomy. It's the study of similarities between different kinds of animals. The term homology refers to the correspondence between the similar parts of different animals, such as the arm of a man, the wing of a bird, the foreleg of a dog, and the pectoral fin of a fish. Creationists view similarities as evidence of a common designer. Yep. Evolutionists would point to similarities as one species evolving into another. They especially like to point out similarities between men and apes. Now, I will say, I have been with staunch Christians at the zoo or at a museum where they've got some picture, and they'll sit there and say, well, you know, we do look a lot like monkeys. And it's back to that famous saying in evolution, somebody's trying to make a monkey out of you instead of in the image of God. And Darwin saw this, why he named his second book The Descent of Man. So they like to point out the similarities, and even sometimes chromosomal similarities between us and chimpanzees, even though we have very much similarities with things, maybe like a banana or something, my memory serves me correctly, that's nowhere close to being genetically related to us according to all. So how is man physically different from other mammals? So, permanent bipedal locomotion. Man is the only mammal that permanently walks on 2 feet. Whereas an ape can walk on 2 feet, they resort to 4s most of the time. Also, we have a nose with a prominent bridge and a well-developed elongated tip. An ape, more or less, has a flat face, holes in it for a nostril. We also have a chin. The lower lip and jaw are the bottom of the ape's face with the absence of a chin. Forward convexity of the spine, known as the lumbar curve. An ape's spine does not curve in at the back like a human spine. If anything, it curves the other way. We also have a great toe on foot, not opposable to other toes like a thumb. All 10 of our toes point in the same direction. The big toe of the ape is like the thumb of our hand. That's a very important point, by the way, because that's how they use it. A body which is relatively hairless. Hair on particular parts of the human body serves as a dry lubricant and odor absorber. Some people have more body hair. Remember Esau. However, the hairiest human is relatively hairless compared to animals. Some have even called us naked or hairless apes. We also have a brain capable of learning, reasoning, and talking. Now, I have seen apes, chimpanzees, orangutans extraordinarily intelligent, but they're extraordinarily intelligent for their kind, but they're not extraordinarily intelligent for the average human being. So we have to realize that. The gap between the best trained chimpanzees or birds is immense. The English language has over 1 million words. No animal comes close to this. Also, humans have a head that is balanced on top of the spinal column. Other mammals have heads at the end of the spinal column. Very long period of postnatal growth. Some humans continue to grow into their 20s, whereas most animals reach maturity in a short time. We also, humans, have the highest total number of vertebrae, 36 as an adult, 33 as a child. The longest thumb in proportional length of the hand, a different number of chromosomes. We have a totally different number of chromosomes. One anatomy expert listed 312 characteristics that are found only in man. These differences point out the need for transitional form or missing links, which are completely missing. And so, like Australopithecus and others, Peking man, some shown as forgery, some shown as other things, either different kinds or just people with rickets or something, or arthritis. And the millions of years is just purely summation and guessing. And so, yeah, we were created by God. You're in the image of God. You're not just a higher animal. And that's an extremely important point. So homology just shows that there was a common designer, God. So God bless you. See you later. Bye-bye.